Adhyaksha. It's my pleasure to request the Honorable Minister for IT, BT, SNT, Government of Karnataka, Shri S.R. Patil, to address all of us. Mahaniyare Mahiliyare Daivittu Swagatisi, Gauravanvitu Sachivarada, Shri S.R. Patil avaru.
Good morning to one and all. Shri Omkar Rai, STPI Director, and Shri Ian Felton, British Deputy High Commissioner, Shri Om, CTO Applied Materials, and Shri Sanjeev Keskar, Chairman IESA, and Shri Menon, President IESA, and honorable members of the IESA and leaders from the industry, distinguished delegates, and distinguished members from media, ladies and gentlemen. Friends, I feel I am lucky enough to take part in the Vision Summit organized by India Electronics and Semiconductor Association, that is IESA, a premier industrial body aimed to boost the manufacturing of electronic goods domestically. Surely the IESA Vision Summit, which is the 9th one, if I am right, provides a wonderful platform for the participants to exchange ideas, direction, and policies. Ultimately, this will go a long way in getting the manufacturing sector strengthened further. I am told around more than 600 delegates, including young entrepreneurs, manufacturers, chip designers, market analysts, technocrats, policymakers, strategists, and so on are participating in the two-day event. A powerful lineup of industry experts, strategists, and business leaders from India and overseas countries such as Japan, UK, USA, and Singapore will offer their views and visions focus on the hardware manufacturing on priority. I had repeated this view on several occasions in the past. Friends, ESDM is ever-growing market, and India, with a population of over 1.2 billion, has all the potential to emerge as the global leader through our contribution to the global electronics manufacturing. Electronics manufacturing is just around 1.3% at present. We have leadership position in IT sector, and riding on this, we can leave footprint also in manufacturing sector. However, at present, we are not able to find any significant place in global hardware arena. We are heavily dependent on other countries to import electronic goods, that may be computers, chips, mobile phones, and the list goes on. If I am right, our import bill of electronic goods has surpassed $30 billion previous year. It has calculated to be $42 billion by the next year if you don't initiate sincere measures to boost the domestic manufacturing. I don't have any hesitation to say that we must learn lesson from small countries such as South Korea, Taiwan, and resale in these sectors. In fact, the government of Karnataka has come out with a historic holistic policy on electronic system design and manufacturing, that is the ESDM in 2013. Friends, we are one of the first states in the country to announce the state-specific semiconductor policy. The main objective of the Karnataka ESDM policy is to make the state preferred destiny for ESDM investment and emerge as the ESDM leader in the country. We aim to generate around 2.4 lakh jobs and 20% of the country's total ESDM export target of US, that is 80 billions by the year 2020. We are preparing ground for setting up of the ESDM cluster, both that of brownfield and greenfield. Friends, as you know, the high value-added products require creation of intellectual property rights, which needs to be protected in the form of patents, both in India and overseas countries. That is an activity that needs to be actively encouraged so that Karnataka become a leader in IPR and also knowledge economy, which in turn will result in a significant commercial success. Friends, we are eager to file at least 3,000 domestic and 2,000 international patents by 2020. The government will reimburse up to 50% of the actual costs, including filing fees and attorney fees, search fees, maintenance fees, with a maximum of rupees 1 lakh for filing a domestic patent and up to rupees 5 lakhs for filing an international patent. A 75% reimbursement will be payable after the patent is filed, and the balance of 25% will be released after the patent has been granted. The patent filing incentives provided by the government of Karnataka will be in addition to any existing scheme of Government of India. Friends, for export promotion of ESDM products and building brand equity of Karnataka ESDM companies, the government will reimburse 50% of the actual costs incurred in international marketing and sales promotions. The state government will reimburse up to 20% of the actual R&D expenses incurred annually by the Karnataka ESDM companies, subject to a maximum of 2% of their annual turnover or a maximum of rupees 1 crore per company, whichever is less. Friends, to attract investment of ESDM sector, government will provide up to 10% capital subsidy of rupees 5 crores, whichever is lower to Karnataka-based ESDM companies. And we will be given to the first 2 anchor units in all the greenfield clusters. I believe this will be a strong, attractive point for investors. As many 8 ESDM companies have registered with the ITBT department recently, and obviously they are entitled for the various incentives and concessions under the new policy. Also, we give preference to the state-based companies in government procurement of electronic products under the new policy. Friends, I am very happy to share some good news with you that the Union government has given nod to the country's first ever brownfield electronic manufacturing cluster at Electronic City in Bangalore with an estimated cost of rupees 85 crores. We have received a formal clearance letter from Center to the effect just 4 days ago, that is on 30th January.